Few United States senators have the influence of West Virginia's Joe Manchin. The moderate Democrat is often seen as the decisive vote in the evenly split Senate. Manchin has shown he's willing to break with his own party, even on major legislative initiatives, leaving many in the Capitol wondering about his thought process. But the answers they're looking for can be found or heard far outside the Beltway on a radio show broadcasting from Morgantown, West Virginia. Scott MacFarlane has the story.
In a political year unlike any other, when people in Washington want to know the fate of the biggest votes, they listen to a man in Morgantown, West Virginia, a man named Hoppy.
This is all very peculiar for me because I've been doing this forever.
For nearly 40 years, Hoppy Kercheval has hosted a local radio talk show.
Very busy show today.
Heard statewide in West Virginia. But this year, Hoppy has the keys to the political castle because of his frequent guests.
Please welcome U.S. Senator Joe Manchin. Senator, good morning. How are you?
Home state Senator Joe Manchin.
I'm not going to do something and overreach that causes more problems.
In a 50-50 U.S. Senate evenly divided between Democrats and Republicans, Manchin, a moderate Democrat, is the pivotal vote and at the center of seemingly every big debate. Swarmed by media at every stop in the Capitol this year, Manchin chooses to reveal many of his big decisions to Hoppy.
You talk to him first.
I talk to Hoppy first because I know I'm talking to West Virginia when I talk to Hoppy.
Including recent bombshells about the nearly $750 billion spending health insurance and climate change bill that Manchin brokered.
Listen, now when you know I'm on Hoppy, everybody's listening to Hoppy, right?
The White House is listening.
They're very, very...
Beltway's listening.
Everybody, because they know he can get me to say exactly the purpose of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it.
Kercheval and Manchin ascended the mountain in the Mountain State simultaneously. Kercheval building his radio network to nearly every single West Virginia community as Manchin rose from state official to national political figure.
People start to assume I'm the Manchin whisperer, as though I'm talking to him all the time.
I've heard you called that.
and telling him what's going on, or he's telling me. We don't have that kind of relationship. I rarely talk to him off of the air. So I'm not a whisperer. I'm just sort of a vessel.
But it's not just hometown loyalty by the senator, it's strategy. In an era of 24-hour cable news and social media,
That is a significant statement you are making.
radio remains king in West Virginia. The most effective way to reach voters in a state which still has areas lacking broadband and in which 60% of the population lives outside metro areas. And Hoppy's show even attracts the younger crowd, like Anna Carrier, who has a cupcake shop near West Virginia University and who was born after Hoppy's radio show was.
Everybody in Morgantown knows who Hoppy is?
Absolutely. Hoppy is a pillar of the community. He's a voice of Morgantown, so yes, he's very well known.
Kercheval has learned the art of trying to pin down Manchin.
Are you running for re-election in 2024?
I'm running to support the people of West Virginia.
Is that a yes?
He has an authenticity I've never seen in the industry. You know, we all know Hoppy. We know his love of the state.
Next year, after the elections, the margins and the control of the U.S. Senate might shift, which means Joe Manchin might not be so pivotal. But for the rest of 2022, one good way to read the landscape of American politics is from up here in the mountains. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Scott MacFarlane in Morgantown, West Virginia.
Kind of like Hoppy. He's direct to the point and has his source.
Well, he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
On the road, love listening to. I mean, there's nothing like listening to a good radio program.
Oh, yeah, that's for
right?
sure. Very true.
The conversations.
Very true. Yeah.